So now they'll just crack on with their work. Let me take a look around. Here's some ship. We can deconstruct that to get some steel. That's a closed room, so I don't really want to... there can be closed rooms, like this one. This one is definitely dangerous. But there can be closed rooms around the world that stuff can spawn in. This is a bigger one, so I'm guessing it's a cryo sleep area, which just means that there are a bunch of guys in here that are in cryo sleep, and if I open it up, they all wake up and just murder my whole colony, because they're all armed. That's normally what the bigger rooms are, but I haven't seen anything else. Alright, so we're going to go into furniture. We're going to put a torch down. How hot is it in there? You can see right here where it says outdoors. If I go in here, it says indoors. It's 19 degrees Celsius, which I don't know how to convert that into Fahrenheit. And if I put this torch in there, it's going to generate heat. So I don't want to do that. I just want to wait until I get power, so I can just light the room without heat. Where's everyone? There's George. There's Mackenzie and Mars. They're going around doing their own business. And they'll probably sleep soon, as they're doing right now. And yeah, it's just waiting until the night's over. What I want to do is go with security, and I'm going to build some sandbags here, 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 just in case if we get raided. I want, that's gonna annoy me. Let's cancel that. There. They're just little areas that my guys can hide behind and fire from in case if we get raided early on. I doubt that we will, but just in case, I want to be prepared. I'm going to pause it, go into orders, and just have them chop down some extra wood. And the next thing I want to do, I'm going to mine. I'm just smoothing out this area here. Where do I want to put my battery supply? I'll probably dig into here. So I'll dig into here. It needs to be at least 2 like this, because the batteries are 2 blocks big. So I'll do that for now. And that will be my little storage supply. And I'll just have them clear this area out so we can put some solar panels in there. And they should get cracking on with it. They're probably going to mine all this out first because I told them to do that beforehand. That's okay. So the thing about food is, if it's not indoors, it spoils faster, and if it's not refrigerated, it spoils twice as fast. So I'm actually going to... I know, I don't plan very often in this game. I just kind of go with the flow. I'm going to deconstruct that, and then I'm going to go to structures, wooden walls. No, not there. I'm going to go to wooden wall and build a little area here. I'm going to put in a wooden wall there. So once I get some power up and running, I can put a cooler here in the wall, and it will cool this little area so I can have my food storage in here. George is watching the sunset. As you can see, their mood is affected by a bunch of stuff, like uncomfortable, slept in the cold, which I don't understand how we slept in the cold. It's 18 degrees Celsius in there. Ugly environment, in little pain, pemicist, and hungry. So I'll let them crack on with whatever they want to do for right now. I'm going to go to floors, and I'm going to go to concrete floor. I built some concrete flooring in there. And it looks like they've struck uranium somewhere, which is okay. I haven't really used uranium for much to begin with. I'm go to production, simple research bench. I'm just going to put this research bench outside. And I'm going to put a stool here. And to make it look better inside, I guess I'll just make a steel potted plant. That reminds me, I have to go to zone area, growing zone. I'm going to do a 5x7 zone of potato. And I'm going to do a 4x4 zone of the heel root. How I plan on doing this series is I'm going to record bunches of episodes in groups of like a 1 hour increment, and then I'll cut them down to around 15 to 20 minutes and just edit them and put them up on YouTube. So I'll probably be recording for about an hour. Still haven't really done much with this area, so I'm going to tell them to cancel this. And who is mining? Prioritize mining. I wish that you could have them prioritize like a big group of it, but you can only do it one at a time. And really, all I want is area of 1 for right now. Like this, so I can at least put one one battery in there. Right, so we have some visitors. A group from Lawyer's Rock are visiting the colony. Let's jump to the location. Okay, so they're not trading, they're just visiting, which is fine. Okay, so let's go to Architect, let's go to Power, let's get some solar panels up, and then I'll put 2 batteries in, and then I have to run power line from the 2. So they should get cracking on that. I'm going to tell these guys to haul these little pieces of rock away. Just because if they're in there and someone goes in there, they'll say it's an ugly environment because there are just piles of rocks lying around. Okay, so let's go to zone area. A chunk of spacecraft has fallen in the sky, from the sky. That's fine. I don't really need that right now. So I'm going to clear all, and then I'm going to go to foods, and I'm going to go to corpses and animal-like corpses. So they'll put the animal corpses in here to be butchered so they don't rot just sitting out in the open. And another thing that I wanted to do is I wanted to go to furniture, an animal sleeping spot, because this dog, Satan, came with the colonists. Like I said, it was one random animal. And they'll sleep there. I'm going to try to train them with obedience and haul. So our person that will do more of the... Where is it? There's Fireflight Patient, Dr. Resford Warden. Handle. So this person, once they have the time, they'll go and they will try to train that dog. Alright, so I'm going to go into storage here, and I'm going to remove foods from here, so they won't be stored there. They'll be stored inside. And we have power. And it looks like it's... Oh, here we go. What should we name the colony? Like I said, I'm not very good at naming the colony, but let's call this... we'll name this area Butcher's Cliff. Okay, because there's a couple cliffs and rocks around and we'll be butchering animals. It's a stupid name, I know, but it will get the job done for right now. One thing that will make these guys upset is if they're sleeping in the same room with each other for a long time, which I can't really do anything about that until we get it into a little bit later once I prioritize a couple other things. So let's go to temperature. We'll put a cooler in here and we'll rotate it around so the cold air is going inside. And then we have to go to power and run a power conduit. Let's go from here. And we'll just run it along the wall to there. I don't have to connect it up directly with this. It will connect up based on like how far away it is from something. So it should all be connected up. Yep, there we go. Oop. A local monkey has gone mad. It will attack everyone it sees. Okay, so let's just watch this. Okay, so he's right here. I'm going to select everyone, hit R, so they're all drafted. I'm going to move this guy with melee inside because I don't want him to get bit, because he might get infected. And it wasn't that big of a deal anyway. Okay, so we'll F so they can interact with this. And hopefully I'll set George to... Oh, no. Mars is already taking care of it. So who'll move that? Oh, no, he's just butchering it straight away. I don't know what's happening. So he'll fry up some simple meals out of the meat. I haven't actually set anything to be researched. So let's do stone cutting. I always do stone cutting first, just so I can start using these chunks to make bricks, so I can make better buildings, because the wood buildings are damaged really easily. Let's go to zone area, stockpile zone. Let's go like this. And I just want this area to be for chunks. Because this one, I don't think, yeah, chunks, you can't put it in there. And I don't want all this space being taken up by the chunks or whatever. And I need them to be able to move this somewhere else. So. Alright, so we have to select this. And we have to, I always put the temperature down to negative 15 degrees. And that always seems to work. Okay, so inside here, you can see in the bottom right again, it says indoors, and the temperature's changing. But as you can see, this says frozen and won't spoil, which is good because it was about to spoil anyway. And these packaged survivals meals don't spoil to begin with. Alright, I'm going to order them to chop some wood again. Just clear away some more area, and I'll have them finish mining this. And they've finished mining up all that steel. Okay. Everything seems to be looking pretty good. Not much is happening. I'm going to prioritize, or not prioritize, I'm just going to tell these guys to hunt a couple animals. I think those two guys will be fine. So this guy is now firing at the solar panels, because these guys can miss and then hit someone else, like... Okay, so that guy was attacking that turkey for some reason, so... You're going to rest until healed. And then, who is our medicine person? You have 5 medicine, you'll do. Not injured. Already doctoring Mars, okay. So they're going and getting some medical supplies and healing up Mars. Beforehand you saw there were like little flames. That just means that they can become infected if it's gone untreated too long. And then that other symbol was them being bandaged. Oh, and it looks like a wanderer has joined. A villager named Melendez has arrived and is joining the colony. She is a civil servant. So let's jump to location. Let's look at your character sheet. You're good at shooting. And you're not really good with anything else other than social.